Okay, you're gonna do it like this. Okay. Well, it's gonna be a fishing video today. Well, right here we have a Bass Pro Shop Kearney Elite rod, reel, and then a Defender Series American Flag rod. And then we have a 4-inch trailer on the back with a crankbait and 20-pound braided line. It's pretty smooth. Then next we got a frogging rod, a Shimano Kearney Series 2, sitting on a Shimano Snell's rod. The medium light rod with 12-pound test nylon, and then with a 4-inch frog. And then right here, we have an Abreu Garcia Black Max. It's pretty old. The gear ratio, I want to say it's, never mind, I don't even know. 5 bearing, old, it works for a Senko or a wacky rig. Then we got the spinning reel with a popper on it. Works pretty good with 12-pound nylon line. It works pretty good. There's stories with this rod. And then last but not least, oh, by the way, this is an Ugly Stik GX2. This last rod here, same thing as this one, a Black Max. Oh, and the gear ratio for these two is 6:1. And it's sitting on an All-Star rod. Light heavy, 10 to 20-pound rod. It's okay. These rods are they're smooth, but when you're fishing more of the tree line area, it's nicer to I don't know what to say, but it's nicer to throw. It's not too long. It's like a 5'4" rod. And then now we got our tackle to go through. So we got in here is all our plastics. We got Bass Pro Shop double tail grub worms. Haven't really used these much. Maybe for cranks. As a trailer, I'll throw it on a crank. Or these swim baits. Well, yeah. I have a story that come with these swim baits. I was fishing and I hooked up with a 2-pounder, and right behind it in the swirls there was these things. You know, they look like trash when they're floating on the top of the surface, floating around. But yeah, they were just found laying around in the lake. And then we have these ribbon tail worms from Bass Pro Shop, garlic scented. Haven't got to use these this year. Oh, these Yums. These have stories to them. My Crawlbug Yums. They're you know, 2 inches in size. And they're pretty good when you're jigging them off the ground. More little 4-inch worms. Haven't used these, the squirming worm. And I like to throw these. They're slick, dual tail. And go tell her what I'm doing. And they're like a bandito bug, kind of, more like. They're called the Superbug D-bombs. Used these a few times. I caught a catfish off one of them. I snagged it though, so it really didn't count. And then next we got our Yums. Our Blue Sparkle Dinger Yums. These are always fun to use. You can wacky rig them, jig them across. It's always fun. And you just hook them right here, jig them around, but that's it for this. This one goes back in here. Next we got our Morning Dawn 5-inch Yums. Purple and blue. These are okay when you're throwing them around I like to throw them around clear water during spawning season. That always works out pretty nice. Whew. The Havoc Crawlbug. These are different. Unlike the plastics we have here, these got this ripply texture. This one is different. It's got red and black sparkles. This one's it's smaller and more skinnier, kind of like a worm, but like with flaps on the back. So when you're jigging it on the bottom, these will be flapping, stirring up a little bit of sand. And these will be moving the water a little bit. Kind of like a fish when it swims around. But, yeah. Haven't caught anything off of those. Not those. Oh. Gary Yakamoto Custom Swim Baits. Haven't really got to use those much this summer. I've caught a few things. Caught a walleye off these. Oh, these. These Gary Yakamoto little 5-inch worms. I like to Texas rig these ones. They're good when you go to like Halleck and Prairie Queen, those kinds of places, but they're fun when you get something. When you're jigging it across the bottom of the little pond, and you just get that just huge blow up, it just feels nice, you know. And that's the only reason I use these, because these attract a lot of fish because of the tail. So I got there. Alright, last but not least, football heads. Where's my football head jig? My football head jig. This, if you're just bored, wanting just to go throw them around in grassier areas, just go plop this out. If you're in the middle of like on a grass line, go plop your football jig out. pretty fun. You always get something, usually, unless you don't know how to swim these. But, you know, it works out.
Your friends are texting you on it.
We got more swim baits. And then, I don't know what this one is. This looks like shit, but I got this little True frog. It works, but I don't trust it. Another little black crank. I got a story with this one. I caught a 4-pounder out of our lake. It was spawning season, and I was taking my neighbor's boat out, and I was sitting on the rocky bank with my cousins, and one of them says, "I gotta go use the restroom." I said, "Hold on." And sure enough, I thought it was a pig on. And sure enough, we had to go jump in the water and get the fish out. Now it's a fun time. But got it top water.
You know you're on the lake.
Got a few hard baits in here. And that's about it. Oh, and then a rattle trap. Oh, I gotta show them the rattle trap. If I can get it out. Yeah, the rattle trap. One more after this one. So here's my rattle trap. It works good. I hooked up into a few walleye this summer with it. Don't know how, but I did. At Lake Lenoma, I hooked. As you can hear the sound in the water it makes, vibration. $9 little hard bait. Oh, and then last to not least, this is the last one. If I can get her out. My little crappie jig. If you're wanting to catch crappie and you're just sitting on your dock board, plop this little sucker down and it'll be fun. You plop her down, give her a little jig, and on the belly it's a little red, it's got a little red spot. And when you're plopping it down and the fish are sitting underneath, it sees it and it looks like it's hurt, like a distressed fish. And then the crappie, you know, they'll just come tear her up. As you can see, it's a little old and used. Went through, but yeah, this jig's went through some tough times, caught some nice sized fish. But yeah, thanks for watching my fishing arsenal video. Go like it up, I guess.